NFL Power Rankings 2021 projection for all 32 teams for the next 3 seasons. Let's talk about it and look at the criteria. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist, ESPN, by the way. This is building successful NFL franchises more than just the current season. The best teams are typically set up to stay amongst the elite for years. To project which NFL franchises are in best shape for the next 3 seasons, 21 through 2023. We asked our panel of experts, Jeremy Fowler, Louis Riddick, Seth Walder, and Phil Yates, to rate each team's quarterback situation, remaining 9 quarterback roster, drafting ability, front office, and coaching using this scale. So they scale based on the future of the next 3 years. They basing this on the team's quarterback situation, remaining 9 quarterback roster. I don't know what the hell not the remaining roster. I don't know why they put 9 quarterback. The remaining roster not including the quarterback, drafting ability, front office, which is hand in hand, and coaching skill. So that's what they're using these on. So current quarterback situation, the line's not good. The current roster, the line's not good. Drafting ability, TBA, to be announced, or TBT, TBD, to be determined. Coaching using skill. So 100 A plus, 90 A great, B very good, C average, D very bad. No, we already know the Lions came in at. All right, Kansas City scored 88.5. Okay, so they in a very good situation. They say, I just want to read one of them. While they're here, they're the easy case that no quarterback in football is more preferable to have on your roster for the next 3 seasons. Patrick Mahomes, who is coupled with one of the league's best head coaches, Andy Reid, and the Chiefs' outstanding front office led by Brett Veach, and is resourceful and willing to be bold when needed. This team is here to stay. Yates did that one. Biggest worry, Veach has some big-time decisions regarding salary cap over the next 2 years, beginning with 2022, expiring contract of safety Tyrann Mathieu, offensive tackle Orlando Brown, the one they just brought over from Baltimore, I think it is. Defensive tackle Jerry Reed. All 3 premium positions are expected to be very high level going forward, and all want top dollar for the services. When looking down the road, 2023 receivers like Tyreek Hill, McCall Hardman, along with safety Juan Thornhill, be looking for their paydays. Okay, so in that situation, this is where you don't trade draft picks. This is why you don't trade draft picks. And this is why you draft. This is why drafting ability is very, very important to longevity. Okay, the ability to draft younger players to replace the players that you can't play is pretty much really, really needed. Okay, so. And then they did what would change for the better. Kansas City offensive line is set up for long-term success. T. Mahomes healthy. Free agent addition Joe Toney is one of the league's best consistent performers. Chiefs would like to extend Brown after the season. Plus, the team is high on recent draft picks Creed Humphrey and Lucas Niga. Sorry, can't pronounce it. Stats to know: Mahomes is the highest career QBR among qualifier in history of the metric. He followed by Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, respectively. With 25-year-old quarterback, that's good. There's nowhere else for the Chiefs to go to be in these rankings. So Tampa Bay was slightly below him. Baltimore, let me read the scores. Tampa Bay 88.1, Baltimore 86.2, Buffalo 85.6, Cleveland Browns 84.7 at 5, 6 82.8 to 49ers. 7 Los Angeles Rams 81.9. 8 New England Patriots score 81.4. 9 Indianapolis Colts 81.8. Seattle Seahawks 81. Los Angeles Chargers 79.9 at 10. 11, that's high. New Orleans Saints 79.4 at 11 because they don't believe in Jameis. Green Bay 78.9 and 13. Division rival. 14 70.8 the Tennessee Titans. 15 77 the Miami Dolphins, which I think they should be a little higher. The Cowboys 16 76.4. Pittsburgh Steelers 75.7. Football team 18 75.3. The quarterback holding them back. Another division rival, Minnesota Vikings 74.9 and 19 at 20. The Jets 74.5. 21, the Jacksonville Jaguars 74.3. Arizona Cardinals 73.4. 22. I think that's okay. Carolina Panthers 23, 72.3. Denver Broncos, it's kind of high for them not to have a fucking quarterback. 71.4, 24. 25, the New York Giants 71.2. I think they would be a little bit higher, but yeah, they don't have a quarterback. Atlanta Falcons 69.6 at 26. 27, other division rival 69.1. It's Chicago Bears at 27, excuse me. 28, the Las Vegas Raiders 68.9. Now with the great, what's the dude, Mike Mayock, the great NFL analyst. Cincinnati 29, 68.1. The Philadelphia Eagles 66.4 because of Jalen Hurts. You know, the Detroit Lions 65.1. Okay, let's read them why they're here. Okay, the perhaps no franchise is positioned to play patient game more in Detroit as new general manager Brad Holmes and coach Dan Campbell have little pressure on them this season or likely next. Detroit has extra draft capital ahead of much better flexibility starting, much better cap flexibility starting 2022. It plans to build the roster through the trenches. It was evidenced through its 2021 draft class. This is going to take a while, but there appears to be a blueprint. Yates. And our biggest worry, Campbell has done a good job of hiring a staff you could possibly do it that could possibly do it in Detroit as a first-time head coach. No question. For me, it's how the players will take his leadership style. This is an intense guy who talked about biting kneecaps at the introductory news press conference. Leadership comes in many different forms. The only time will tell in this style will pay off. Louis Riddick, because he didn't get the job. What could change for the better? The offensive line will be together for a while to support Jared Goff. The average age of the starting five is 24.8 years old. High Tide is the only player over 27. Taylor Decker, Frank Ragnow, Penny Sweller under contract for at least the next 4 seasons. Besides to know, the Lions had the worst expected points added per play allowed against the pass when employing man coverage and employing zone coverage. A fresh start with a new coaching staff can only help wild. So Houston is the only team below us at 60.6. We have 65.1. So Houston is real down there. You know, we 5+ points higher than them. And at the end of the day, man, you can't predict this stuff. Let me just keep it real. You can't predict this stuff. Who knows? What if Jared Goff, it was Sean McVay, and they put him in a system more tailored towards him? You never know. You can't look at the roster and say who good. In the NFL, man, you can have one good year and then you can fall off. You could be having a career year. Father Time, kneels to no man in football, especially. In basketball, you kind of can, bob and weave and stay away from him for a while. But in football, that's damn near impossible. Okay, that's damn near impossible, man. And that's just what it is, man. You never know, man. Mahomes can go out there and split his leg, clean off his fucking knee, and not be the same player. Come on. How can you predict who's gonna be good and who ain't gonna be good? Nobody's seen that coming from Josh Allen last year. So when you talking about this is prediction on a scale, quarterback, roster, drafting ability. How do you know Brad Holmes' drafting ability? Front office. How do you know? How can you predict how the front office and the coaching staff gonna work? So you can look at the roster and say who's good or not. That's very inaccurate. So I'm not expecting a lot out of Detroit next year. Just like most of us out there who are realists, not expecting a lot from them. But we just have to wait and see, man. Honestly, we gotta wait and see. But honestly, man, I just. I don't like to predict. I don't like to do that as a kid. Back in the day, we ain't had no computer. We ain't have no computer, man. We had to just read the newspaper and, read all, the columnists and the editors and the writers were the best, the best way to kind of know what's going down at camp if you couldn't go down there and see. So, obviously, the real always hit in when the regular season. I remember watching Luther Ellis, Robert Porcher, Charlie Bass, Scott Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? So, only time will tell. Only time will tell. So we can sit here and predict who's gonna be hot and who not, who gonna get it together, who is gonna get it together. But ultimately, when reckoning day come, it's hard to predict who gonna be good, who fall out, who gonna have a better season, who gonna finally get it together, who gonna retire, who gonna get injured, who not gonna get injured. So it's going to be hard to predict that. Who can coach, who can't coach, who can, naturally, coming to Detroit, it's a Bermuda Triangle. People forget how to do their jobs, or shit just don't tend to go right. So I can't really knock Lewis Riddick, T.J. Yates, and whatever the other dude, Dan Waddler, for predicting a pretty much consistent, bad track record. You can't knock it. We got to change. Well, it's not even we. The Lions have to change. The Lions had to change. They have to change the stigma. They got to win and spend money and do all those great things. And if they don't, they want to be cheap and do shit the cheapest way. Just the best way is to draft to do it through the draft. But guess what? It takes capital. It takes finance. It takes the owner that's willing to do it. It takes all those things for it to happen. You just can't just be cheap and do it through the draft, But yeah, that's just my humble opinion on stuff, man. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests, all that social media links in the description. Twitter is the fastest way than Facebook and Instagram. You want to advertise on the channel, hit me up, whatever you want to do. Chop it up, video requests. Want to make a financial donation, Cash App, CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well, too. Best way to donate, share the video. Also got Venmo at CJ Good 313 too, so you can check me out there. Best way to donate, thumbs up, share the video. Peace.